All righty, here we are with head coach Justin Price. Now, Justin Price, here we are today. Is this the first middle school playoff games we've had at El Hope-Dawson Stadium?
Yes, I'm aware of. You know, we met last November, so it's been a kind of a long time coming to organize this and get it all together. And Coach Bruce does a great job of running this up here, and for us to host it, and you know, and it's all about kids. When we get into coaching and teaching, it's about promoting kids as much as you can. Anytime we can give them a facility to come up here and you know, play, and because they've invested all these teams and kids, and coaches have invested a lot of time to come out here and just allow them to have the opportunity to show what they've done.
Right. Now, is this going to be an annual event, or you guys going to do this every year?
But they kind of do it every year, different locations. We would love to have it every year. It's a great place, great thing going, and it's probably only going to get better.
But now, how have you been impressed by the talent of the teams you've seen so far?
Well, also, you know, you like those single A schools, and they come with a lot of fire. A lot of them, they're not as big, but you know, kind of what you like in football players. And that Fairview and Coalfield game, 4 overtimes. I mean, that's just, you never hear that. It was great to watch it. And then, you know, obviously Lake City and Huntsville was a good quality game, and you know, you expect the same out of Oneida and Jacksboro. Oneida's probably won this thing about 4 or 5 years in a row and haven't been beaten a long time, so it's going to be a very interesting game to watch, and I'm glad we're going to be able to host them and enjoy it tonight.
You know, most people would say, you know, your record, you had a bad year, but I look at your numbers. You guys had a fantastic year.
Yeah, you know, 3-7 sometimes the record. You know, we're all about wins, and that's why we're here to win football games. But you know, a lot of times when you're building something, you got to look at kind of some inside-out things, and you look at it. You know, I think the biggest improvements we faced was, you know, this year we averaged 20 points a game, which is second most in school history, and only gave up 26 points per game. So you see a 6-point differential between what we're scoring and what we're giving up, where as opposed to the last few years, even last year when we were here in the 3 or 4 years before that, you're talking about 20 points a game. So we're slowly closing the gap. It's really a lot faster than people even realize. So I'm excited about the direction we're going. I'm very confident that we're going to get there. We got a great group of coaches, great group of players, and then we'll get there. And you know, talking about our team for next year, you know, this year we did have a great group of seniors that were a lot of in role positions, though. And you know, we played a lot of young kids in key positions. You know, our top 2 receivers are returning next year. Basically our leading runner with Paul Cora, and then our quarterback Ethan Jeffers, who was just named our District 3 AAA Rookie of the Year, which speaks highly of what not only we think about him, but what the teams around here think of him, and the potential he has. And it's somebody good to build your program around. And
you know, speaking about Ethan Jeffers, you know, his numbers, I mean, they were awesome. He was right up there with a lot of seniors in this area, not to mention just the district.
Yeah, I think he threw for just a little over 2,200 yards, which is obviously school records, and which is awesome. You know, 20 touchdowns and only 5 interceptions. And you take the 5 interception game away at the first game he ever played. You know, that's a 2-to-1 ratio, and that kind of just shows you know, what he can do. Be such a young kid. He's very coachable, and he's also a gunslinger. He's the type, if he makes a bad throw, the next throw is going to look on time and money, and he'll only improve. He's got a great knowledge for football, and that's what you kind of look for in a quarterback. So I'm just excited about what he's going to be able to do, and the guys he's got coming around him. You know, we got a good group. We got Andrew Evans, Nick Bailey, Corey Phillips. These seniors that we have next year are great leaders on and off the field, and I'm just excited about the direction our program's heading in.
Now, talk a little bit real quickly about the players you got coming in for next year. What can the Cougar fans look forward to next year? Maybe some names.
Obviously, we got some seniors, and Andrew Evans and Nick Bailey, both those 2 all-district guys that we got coming back. Nick Bailey, to me, is a premier linebacker in the district, probably since his sophomore year. Just an outstanding tackler and good at shedding blocks and pursuing to the football. Andrew Evans is a game changer up front. You know, those guys up front a lot of times are taking on these big guys, and he's great. He's an athletic guy. He's playing basketball this year, so he's shedding people and getting it. And then you got Christian Monday, and then hopefully we got Dylan Presnell back from his ACL. Right. That's the 3 best defense linemen as a group in the district next year. You know, receiver-wise, Trey Torres, just an unbelievable athlete. You know, he was all district as a sophomore this year. I think he was second in the district in the interceptions before. Had 34 catches, led our team in that. So it's just it's good to see those young guys, and you watch them progress as the year went on. Paul Cordell's going to be back he's just going to be a junior. He'll be starting tailback for us next year, and you know, up front, Patrick Wright too's the center, and that's key for us. You know,
yeah, you've got your center, your quarterback, and your main
top 2, yeah. And then Corey Phillips out wide. He's 6'4". I saw him today. I think he's grown a half inch since the season's end. And that's only a week. So, you know, we expect a lot of big things from those guys. But with that being said, we got a lot of guys. Our sophomore class was big last year. They're going to be juniors, and we're going to expect a lot of those guys to step up in key roles next year. And we're just excited that they'll come out as long as they buy into what we're doing, and they have.
Yeah.
And we're going to raise the bar for them a little bit more. We're giving them a couple weeks off right now, but when we come back, it's going to be the bar's going to be raised higher, the intensity's going to be higher because, you know, you're either getting better or worse. And our program's only going to get better. And we're, as a coach staff, we're going to look at things that we didn't do well this year and how we can improve on it.
Just all the more reason for everybody to follow the Cougars.
Oh yeah, we're going to be exciting and fun to watch. I think that's one thing that we've improved here tremendously is, you know, people in the community have told me they really enjoy watching us play football.
Well, you know, Coach, in your last game of the season against Oak Ridge, you just about had a packed house here. And in most programs, you know, when your record's not where it should be, you know, it's hard to get people in the stands.
Right, and you know, from day one, I think you can change the perception of a program overnight, and I think we have. I think people look at us as we're competing and we're contenders, and that's what this community wants, and that's what we're going to give them. The wins and losses are going to come, and I think I appreciate the community understanding the progress. You know, I think early in the season, everybody, you know, all of us, we want 8 or 9 wins. That's what we want, and that's, you know, we're going to probably say, you're going to hear that talk every year. But, you know, as a coach staff, when you sit back and you still, it takes time to close those gaps. And but I'm just tickled for our kids being able to come out and play in front of a community that supports us like Campbell County does.
But, you know, at least you're in the conversation when they're talking about 7 or 8 wins.
Right, and that's key. You know, people expect that, and I love those expectations. I think it's good for your program. Again, the key for us now, the next step is for us to be relative.
Right.
I think, and what I mean by that is, you know, to be at the end of the year when the playoffs start coming out, that's where we need to be. You know, this year it was still like, well, you know, Campbell County's improved. They're playing Powell tough. They're, you know, Oak Ridge 13-8 midway through the third quarter. So that's important to see that. But we just gotta now just not worry about that, and again, just every day attack it with a mindset that we can get better.
Right. Anything else, Coach?
I'm proud of. I'm thankful. This is a great day of football. Three games in one day. You can't beat that.
That's right. Well, Coach, appreciate it.
Thank you.